Every day I see the headlines of the wars. Can you believe? Apparently there are 22 wars happening in the world right now, but of course they're not all reported. We only know of the two big ones between Israel and Palestine and Ukraine and Russia. War, war, war. And what causes war? What causes war? The answer is pretty simple. It's ego. And that is the ego in the aggressor, and it's the ego in the defender. On both sides, it's the same cause. Ego is a instinctual, non-conscious reactionary, I don't even know what you can call it, but it's an instinctual response. Ego is instinctual, it's not conscious. Much like the instinct of animals, there's no consciousness there. And it never really can change. You can't lecture egos into morality. Because ego, like I say, ego is not intelligent, it's not conscious, it's instinctual. And it's reactionary from the base needs of our existence. It's needs driven. It's a ferocious beast that is never satisfied. So, how can we end these wars? We're going to have to let it play out until consciousness awakens in the parties responsible. Until consciousness awakens the awareness of the mindless ego that acts like an instinctual beast without any conscious thought. It's just reactionary, seeking to satisfy some kind of lust, addiction, or want. Ego is responsible for all wars. It's even the same ego that wags its finger at the war, at the immorality of the war. That's the same ego. It's also reactionary, defensive, calling out what is right and what is wrong. That is ego. And ego is non-awareness. It's not aware of the greater picture and the deeper issues that drives it. We cannot lecture egos into morality and right doing because it's not based on any intelligence. It's based entirely on emotion. Mindless emotion, reaction, like throwing fuel on a fire. Whoosh! Ego reacts like a bomb. its perpetual reaction in motion, like an engine. It's only when the fuel runs out, when the fuel is withheld, that consciousness can rise to the surface. Heart intelligence, which then changes the person from the inside and gives them the check of, what the hell am I doing? That's what we have to wait for consciousness to arise. We cannot lecture people into right doing. It has to come from within. It cannot be mandated from without. You can't mandate peace when the person and its ego doesn't know peace on the inside. So it's a waiting game, and we're not it's not an inactive kind of waiting. It's a waiting in patience to hold space for humanity to awaken from its slumber. We don't need to judge the situation as right and wrong. Judge it as unawareness. Both parties in this conflict are unaware. And they both have the same problem that keeps this fire burning. So we wait for awakening. We wait for consciousness to come on board to tame the instinctual beast that is our ego.